To the Core Connection. I'm Mira Rubin here with you on Enlightened World Network. And today's topic is leveling up. In order to make our dreams a reality, it's often necessary to level up our social circle to find people that can actually support and encourage our hopes and dreams. And so that's what we get to talk about this morning. Good morning, Rosalind. Welcome. So good to have you here with us this morning. And welcome to everybody else who's joining us. So before we get started, let's take a minute or two to get present. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it. And imagine clean, crisp oxygen flooding your lungs, flowing into your bloodstream, nourishing all your cells, all your organs, bringing vital life energy to your body and being. And as you exhale, exhale any tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's take another deep breath in through your nose and hold it. This time, imagine brilliant, bright light, lighting you up from the inside out, illuminating, electrifying, and energizing all your cells, your molecules, your electrons, creating a brilliant beam of light and energy from your heart out into the world. And as you exhale, exhale any remaining tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's press our palms together. Vigorously rub your hands together to feel the friction, the temperature, the pressure, the motion, the tickling and tingling when you stop. And allow all those sensations to bring you present right here, right now, into this remarkable physical form that enables you to experience life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're talking about one of the most important factors in making dreams come true. And that is having a support system, having people that can support you in your vision, that can encourage you, that can call you or support you into the call to become more fully expressed, to become more fully who you are. And oftentimes we find ourselves in circumstances where the people around us might be supporting our lowest level conversations. You know, if we aspire to be successful and we're surrounded by people who are not, or if we aspire to out of the box kind of living and lifestyle, then it's important to surround ourselves with people who can conceive of that, that can empower you in that pursuit. And so often people will say, well, who do you think you are? Right? You might be in a circle where people are like, who do you think you are? Or what makes you think that you're capable of that? Or that's ridiculous, or that'll never happen. And those people are dream killers. And it's important to surround yourself with people that see your potential and that are not just cheerleaders, but that are authentically maybe even embodying what you desire to and aspire to. So it's a remarkable thing how our conditioning and our environment has a huge impact on us. And it only takes one person necessarily, but how wonderful to be able to support yourself with more people who buoy you up, who who encourage you in your dreams and pursuits. We think about the crab bucket, where um, there are a whole bunch of crabs in the bucket, and as one crab is trying to climb out, the other crabs drag it back down into the bucket. And that that's something that people do all too readily, uh, to keep them, uh, maybe to keep themselves relevant, or to um, keep keep the status quo, um, to allow them to stay where they are comfortably. Like I guess this is about arguments to stay small. We have the ability to create such magic in life, and it can be very easy to just resign ourselves to a small life. And a small life is only small if it feels small to you. It's not up to somebody else to say so. But if you have dreams and visions that people that you're surrounded with don't support, it's really important to level up. It's really important to cultivate the connections that are going to with people, real connections. I'm not talking about ladder climbing. I'm talking about creating real connections and relationships with people that have the expansiveness that you have, and maybe even more, that allows you to move into, to grow into a new level of being, and to reconceptualize yourself as that occurs. I have experienced, and I imagine you have too, so many different aspects of myself, so many different levels of presence, so many different levels of worthiness. Um, and to move from a place of um, feeling inadequate, feeling unworthy, feeling less than, undeserving. It takes our own will and intention to move beyond that place and to source our dreams. When we can allow ourselves to have something to dream about, to have something bigger than ourselves to move toward and to move into, that motivation of something more than ourselves, serving something larger, can pry us out of a space where we have felt unworthy, for example. When we allow ourselves to commit to something that is beyond us, that moves us, we have the ability then to step outside of our limitations and to step into a grander purpose. And draws us to the fulfillment of our greater capabilities. And we can continue to grow into those capabilities and beyond our notion of who we believe ourselves to be. So, and then the belief changes. You know, we start growing into capability and capacity. And the support of people around us is a really important element in that growth and evolution, to be able to step into and onto new ground that is inviting us forward. So when I connected with my vision of the eco park, it was very, very clear to me that I needed to expand my circle, that I needed to find people that were dream catchers. And what I mean by that is people who could catch and hold my dreams with me, that could see those potentials, that had that had dreams and visions of their own, that called them into being and expression. And it's such a powerful um, transformation that we can make when we expand our circle. You know, to reach into, to see people that are living the dream that you share, perhaps, and to cultivate relationships, real authentic, heartfelt relationships with these people. It's so interesting because I guess it was several years back, I'm not sure how many years back, I kind of got invited into this circle of people that were doing some really remarkable things. And at that time, this was a while ago, maybe it was more than 10 years ago. But anyway, I got invited into this circle, and I felt like, and I actually said, I'm not sure what I have to contribute here. I was so in awe of those people, and I didn't feel like I belonged. And since then, I have upped my game, and we all can. We all can. And now I feel that I can pretty much be in connection with anyone, that I'm clearer on my contribution. And that's a result of cultivating relationships with people who are truly supportive of me, and that allow my support, that see the diamond in me. And we all have that diamond. And people that see in you what you can't yet see, perhaps. And that kind of inspiration it's actually creating a field of energy. If, let's say, thoughts are things, that there's a frequency to thoughts, there's a frequency to emotion. And when what we're doing when we elevate our relationships, when we commune with people of a higher frequency, it raises our frequency as well, right? And I guess that's really what it is that we're talking about, is you might have a vision or a dream or a purpose that isn't supported by the frequency of the field that you are in. And what we're talking about is leveling up. So, Rosalind says, is that who you were able to connect with in person when you came to California from the support group? So when I went to California, I met with a whole bunch of my clients who are friends and very, very dear to me. And we have cultivated rich, really rich relationships. And so when we talk about the support group, yes, these people have been a profound support to me, as have I for them. And yeah, so when in fact, this conversation is coming from a conversation that I had with one of those people yesterday, who was telling me about a coach that they had hired for a lot, a very high ticket coach. And this person was telling me that they have experienced so much greater impact from the work that we've done together, that they could readily see me being charging that kind of fee for what I do. And so that was kind of a revelation to it sort of like flipped a switch in my head to recognize, wow, here's somebody who's calling me into my greater expression also, because there's so much I could do with that kind of flexibility, right? With that kind of freedom. There's so much I could do for the world, right? There's so much I could do in my own life as well. And so what this person opened up in conversation with me was a new possibility, like in the immediate moment, not something that has to exist down the road, because that there's been an intention for the down the road, but getting down the road, it's a long trek. So here's someone who's holding a vision for me that was sort of poking around in the background, but with their support, it calls me into a greater level of being. And I think that we can find that. We need to find that. We need to cultivate that in our lives. And one of the ways that we do that is by setting the intention, setting the intention and giving it away, just saying, okay, let's just give it away, that's the intention. And people will cross your path. Sometimes it happens before you're ready, which is what had happened to me some years ago. And then when you're ready, it's there. It's there. And it's kind of a magic that we can access through intention, where we and we put ourselves in the position to be meeting those people. That's what's really important. Put yourself in a position to be communing with those people. The same person told me yesterday that a friend of theirs had made a post is like, why, something to the effect of how we keep trying to take the pen away from God and writing our future. Like we try to take control of our lives and make stuff happen, but it things happen through grace. You know, when we have an intention, we have a vision, we have something greater than ourselves that we're living into, that can call us forward to be bigger than ourselves, or be bigger than what we believe ourselves to be, and to then find the support system that will take us to that direction. So what happened with Sustainability Now? Well, when I started Sustainability Now with my partner in that venture, the reason for that was because I had this vision of an eco park. And I knew that, first of all, I had no resources to be able to do that. I didn't know anybody in that arena. I didn't really know very much about sustainability at all. And I came up with the idea of having a podcast so that it would give me access to all these different people from around the world who are doing remarkable things. And that has blossomed into a huge network of people doing incredible things and being able to connect those people with each other and to forward their missions, and to create communication. And that was built from nothing. That was built from nothing. And it was in building that then I was able to confidently move into the coaching, even though it was the first priority, and then building the coaching practice. And so it's been, I guess, 8 years. It's been a while, but maybe it's 6 years. 6 years, but it's been powerful, and it's been this process of elevating my capabilities by elevating the circles that I interact with. And we can all do that. We can all find ways to create the context for the fruition of our dreams. And it's very much about contribution. It's not about the social climbing, like what can you do for me kind of thing. It's not about that. It's more about, what can I do for you? How can I contribute to you? And to, in a way that's going to be mutually supportive, truly authentic contribution that's mutually supportive and super powerful. So, if you want clients, go to where the clients that you want are. Find venues where the people are your people. So I have found clients at transformational events. Those are my people. The people who are seeking their greater selves, seeking expression of their greater selves. So it is a matter of leveling up, like cultivating your worthiness to be able to move into a higher frequency. So if you're trying to move into a higher frequency and everybody around you is pulling you down and is negative and well, just is negative and projecting that on you, it's important to get out of that. It's important to find your people. It's important to find that higher frequency and just put yourself in situations where that higher frequency exists. And relationships, cultivate relationships. And that supports the people that you're engaged with, and it supports you. So level up. Be aware of who you are associating with and what that is doing in energetically, emotionally, intellectually in your life. So that's it for today. We can all level up and expand our capabilities, expand our notion of who we believe ourselves to be. So that's it for today. I'm Mira Rubin. This is the Core Connection, and I go live here each weekday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Enlightened World Network Facebook page and YouTube channel. And I invite you to like and follow EWN's Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as my YouTube channel. The links are in the chat. It is always such a profound privilege and pleasure to spend this time with you. And I'm just so deeply, deeply grateful. So until next time.